Up next, the WHL Show with Gabriel Neumann.
Hi, welcome back to the WHL Show. My name is Gabe Neumann, and I am here to give a rundown over the exciting first weekend that we had with the WHL, with all the games and the regular season opener and such. I'm going to recap it all and give you guys a rundown of what happened. I will be going in alphabetical order, so that way it is just nice and organized. And I will, for the winning teams, the winning games for the teams, I will show the highlight reel for those players and for the games. Yeah, great. I have my notes, I have my clips ready, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Awesome. So the first one was the Brandon Wheat Kings, of course. And so they had an unfortunate 4-3 overtime loss. They came so close to winning their home opener, but just fell just a bit short. And it was against the Winnipeg Ice. The final score, as I mentioned, was 4-3. Brett Hyland was, so the goal scorers were Brett Hyland, Mason Ward, and Nolan Ritchie. And Brett Hyland got the first star of the game with 1 goal and 2 assists. And then second star was Carson Bjarnason, who was the goalie for that team. He had a .907 save percentage and also a 3.7 goals against average. So all props to him because that is really great. And so we're hoping the Wheat Kings will next face off against the Moose Jaw Warriors on October 1st, Saturday, which is this Saturday. The Calgary Hitman also faced off this weekend, obviously, as every team did, but they did it against the Swift Current Broncos and had an awesome 2-1 win. And I'll go ahead and show you guys the highlights for that.
Forge, the linesmen tonight, Brendan Hale and Logan Tisdale.
Down toward the corner, to the high slot now. Wetch passes over, gets the return feed, and he scores. Carson Wetch leads.
Give me a shake of that hair right now. That is some fabulous hair right now over in Section F. Maddox is celebrating his 10th birthday. And
The Broncos as they gain the Calgary line. Clark Caswell, left circle, goes in behind the net, wraps it on, and it's stopped by Buenaventura. Zinski across to Fluker, skates in right circle, fakes, now centers. Misselbacher stopped by Buenaventura. Puck in the air as it bounces out the other. Watson taking away lanes. Now a centering feed from below the goal line comes up top. Here's McGinley on goal, tipped on and stopped by Buenaventura. Rebound behind the goal. Misselbacher scores! First Western Hockey League goal for Luke Misselbacher has tied the game at 1. The goal line comes up top. Here's McGinley on goal, tipped on and stopped by Buenaventura. Rebound behind the goal. Misselbacher scores! First Western Hockey League goal for Luke Misselbacher. Dick, puck to the blue line, held on side by Calgary as it ends up deep in the zone. The blue line held on side by Calgary as it ends up deep in the zone. Tulk to recover below the goal line. Tulk is run into and hammered down to the ice by Sam McGinley to the blue line. Seatman, left circle now to the slot. One-timer stopped by Reed Dick, pops up in the air, and Reed Dick will reach over his head. Two-on-one. Matthew Ward with Peltier. Ward on left wing, waiting. Now centers, and it's tapped just wide by Peltier. Ward in behind the net looking to recover. The Bronco line. Moranov giving chase. Fluker there to meet him. Puck sitting free right in behind the Bronco net. Wraparound stopped by Moranov. The rebound, and they score. Maxim Moranov walks out from in. Shorthanded breakaway for Zach Funk in alone. Funk puts it over top of the goal. What a break for the Hitman there as the Broncos try and recover, and now another shorthanded look for Moore is stopped by Reed Dick, and he'll hang on for a face-off. Over the line, Pelche looking for Ward, and in front of the goal in a tic-tac-toe passing play, just units, but now they got to get control of the puck and start the other way. Here's Slaney off the bench. His shot goes into the glove of Reed Dick, and he'll hang on. 5.5 to go in regular 2-1 win as they spoil the Broncos' home opener. Not a ton of offense in this game, a ton of blocked shots, and it's a 2-1 win for the Calgary Hitmen as the gloves are off in below the goal line. Zach Funk trying to get a hold of somebody in below the goal line. Pelche holding on to his nose.
Awesome. So as you saw, the Calgary Hitmen did win 2-1 over Swift Current that day. The scorers were Carson Wetch, who had a power play goal, and also Maxim Uranov. And Sletman, who earned 2 assists. He is a D-man. He got the first star, and then the second star was Ethan Buenaventura, he was the goalie, and he had a .947 save percentage and a 1.00 goals against average. So he's also definitely a player to keep your eye on. Now, while they did have an awesome opening, the Calgary Hitmen had a 3-2 shootout loss the next day. The scorers were Oliver Tulk, and he was assisted by Brandon Wynot and also Bilal Nouri, who was assisted by Chase Valiant and Graydon Sletman. For the 3 stars for that one, Braden Peters, who was, again, the goalie for for Calgary, he was named first star and he had a .946 save percentage and a 1.5 goals against average. So again, definitely good on the goalies for their first game of the season. The Edmonton Oil Kings did have a couple of unfortunate losses to start off their regular season. We had a 5-2 loss against Red Deer for their home opener. The scorers for that one were Mason Finley and then Cole Miller, who had a power play goal for his first goal of the season. Cole Miller did earn a star. He got second star for that game. Edmonton versus Red Deer, they took each other on again, and it was a 5-3 loss this time. The Oil Kings will take on the Regina Pats this Thursday, September 29th at 6 p.m. PST. And I think I forgot to mention it, the Calgary Hitmen will take on the Regina Pats on Saturday at October 2nd. The Everett Silvertips had an awesome 4-1 win against the Vancouver Giants. I actually went to this game. It was a lot of fun. There was a lot of excitement and just energy, and it was super great. I'll go ahead and jump into the highlight reel for you now. as you could see, the Tips did win 4-1 over Vancouver Giants. Jackson Berezowski had the power play goal. He was the first Silver Tips goal of the season and was assisted by Dominic Ryman and Austin Roos. Eric Jameson got his first goal of his career. He is a defenseman, and he also notched the game-winning goal. He was assisted by Bo Courtney and Dexter Whittle. Bo Courtney got a goal of his own. It was the insurance goal, and it was unassisted. And Rowan Woodward was credited with the fourth goal, and Dylan Anderson was the one that got him the assist there. The 3 stars of the game were Bo Courtney, who had 1 goal and 1 assist, Jackson Berezowski, who had 1 goal, and then Eric Jameson, who had 1 goal as well. The Silver Tips next game is against Tri-City Americans. It's going to be a home game on Friday, September 30th. So if you're in Everett, make sure you're there. The Kamloops Blazers had an unfortunate 3-0 loss to introduce the regular season, and it was against the Portland Winterhawks. Their goalie, Dylan Ernst, did earn second star of the game. However, he had a .921 save percentage and averaged a 3.00 goals against average. The Blazers' next game is going to be on Saturday, October 1st, against the Spokane Chiefs. The Kelowna Rockets, as you could tell, did have an unfortunate 6-5 overtime loss against the Portland Winterhawks as well. They almost won their opener. They came up just short, and it was a super tense game. They were leading it actually for the majority of the game, but the Winterhawks went up and ended up winning it anyway. The following goals were scored by Adam Kidd, Gabriel Neumann, Andrew Crystal, who scored twice, and one was on the power play, and then also Gabriel Neumann scored on a power play as well. He earned the second star with 2 goals and 2 assists, and Adam Kidd also got third star with 1 goal and a whopping 4 assists. So, right on. The Kelowna Rockets will play against the Prince George Cougars on Friday, September 30th. The Lethbridge Hurricanes had an impressive 9-1 loss against the Medicine Hat Tigers. They had a single goal in that game, which was scored by Braden Edwards. It was a power play goal, and it was assisted by Alex Thacker and Joe Arnson. And none of the Hurricanes for that game, none of the Hurricanes for that game were named any of the stars. The Hurricanes will take on the Medicine Hat Tigers yet again on this upcoming Friday. Now, on the flip side of that, the Medicine Hat Tigers won 9-1 over the the Lethbridge Hurricanes. They had an impressive and outstanding 9 goals against the Hurricanes and managed to showcase one of their up-and-coming stars that I will talk about in just a moment.
Play is he'll defend at the left point. Some room. Artson's got some time and space to walk in. Open it now. A shot stopped by Lanko. Another chance for the Hurricanes. The puck was loose. They score. And Lanko didn't even see it on the rebound. And everybody was kind of caught standing around and thought maybe there was a whistle. And banging it home is Braden Edwards. Basha against the Hurricanes is here. 1 goal. Here's a chance. Weisblatt scores! Oasis Weisblatt ties the game right before the 5-minute mark, and Weisblatt has the Tiger faithful on their feet. And is Noah Chadwick trying to clear, kept in by McKenna. Nice move. Open, here's a chance. Scores! Rita Andreessen, and Gavin McKenna has his first Western Hockey League point, and the Tigers cash in with just a mere 11 seconds left of their first power play of the first period. Tiger forecheck had forced some costly turnovers at time. Basha sharp ankle scores! Let her rip, Tater Chap, off of the arm of Picklick, and Basha just puts it on net off the Hurricane goaltender. It's 3-1. As Basha back. Here's a chance. McNeil, far down, scores! Owen McNeil, 4 straight goals for the Tigers. It's 4-1.
Let it rip. Owen McNeil able to pick up the puck, find a soft spot on the zone entry. The defenseman get pushed back so far, and that allows McNeil to...
Strom on the right wing boards, cuts to center. Here's Hot Ass a shot. He scores! Bogdan's Hottest. He points right to the bench. They give him a big hug, and Tigers with 5 straight. It's tied up in the slot. Parson just fires and scores! That's a 3-point night for number 3. And it's 6-1. Kenna walks in, down low, Weisblatt redirected, scores! And some more pushing and shoving, and Basha and Paul's behind the play. And Oasis Weisblatt won Lee against Artson. Sharp angle, scores! Make it 8. Brendan Lee. To be Drover. Fights off a couple checks. Nice move. Nice handles. Drover trying to find an open man. He fights off a check, gets it back. Here's a chance. McKenna to the slot. Big rebound. Scores! Tyler McKenzie. 9-1 Tigers. Who has another point?
It's another primary assist for the 72 of Gavin
It's win number 390 for Willie Desjardins, and the home side have something to cheer about.
So the goals are as follows. I have Oasis Weisblatt, Reed Anderson, who got a power play goal, and it was the game-winning goal. Andrew Basha, who had the insurance goal. Owen McNeil, Bogdan's Hottass, Rhett Parsons, again Oasis Weisblatt, Brendan Lee, who also had a power play goal, and then Tyler McKenzie. Gavin McKenna, who is a 14-year-old player who is just joining the team, obviously, this year. He is very clearly a rookie. Definitely, this is his first year in the season. He had a super impressive 4 assists in his first WHL game. So he is absolutely a kid to keep your eyes on. So make sure you listen out for his name, Gavin McKenna. Right? Got it. Perfect. So he earned first star, and then Andrew Basha earned second with 1 goal and 2 assists. And Rhett Parsons earned third with 1 goal and 2 assists as well. The Tigers will next take on the Lethbridge again on Friday. That is their next game. The Moose Jaw Warriors had a combination of a win and a loss this past weekend. Their first game, which was an away game, was a 5-4 win against the Regina Pats.
Very good job. They've been aggressive. There's a hit for 1. Right side, Hoekstra. Over the line. Big hit by Adam McNutt. Throw it. Left side. Shoot. Stick save. Rebound. Michael's looking for his first in the WHL, and he was robbed point blank. Warriors in. Armstrong on the forecheck. Almost collided with the goaltender. Centered in front to the open net. They jam away on the far post, and somehow Unger got back into his crease and covered that one up. Out. Long pass, Jabinsky takes it over the line. Top of the right circle, feeds it in front. McNutt shoots. Great save under. Adam McNutt, point blank, looking for his first of the season. Line Parker Berg to Howe, top of the right circle. Wrist shot, stop. Rebound in front. Bedard shoots, stop. Rebound in front, and that's blocked. Bedard gets it back. 20 seconds to go in the first. Howe, one-timer goes. It's intercepted by Niven. Now Calvert takes his pass over the line. Right side drags and shoots. He scores. Athlete Calvert, top corner. Moose Jaw leads 1-0. 19:33 to go in the second period. Easy puck now comes up back between the hash marks. Armstrong backhands it down low. Javinsky shoots. He scores. What a shot by Cole Javinsky. Just like that, we are tied at 1 now. Blue line, Lakovic shoots, and it's blocked. And out to center ice, and ricochets. Here's Connor Bedard. He's on a breakaway. Great save by Unger. Holy smokes, left pad save. Armstrong to the blue line fight. Left point, wrist shot, score!
Not sure who that went off of, but there was bodies in front of that. Great job. Whoever got the goal.
Spencer. Little Thomas Team feeds it to the left side. Lawlicker, left circle, fed it in front. Backhander scores. Moose Jaw is tied it. It's Hoekstra right on the doorstep to make it 2-2 with under 12 minutes to go in the second play. Center. In over the Moose Jaw line, top of the left circle. Down low, center, scores! the game, and the Pats have taken a 3-2 lead. Over the line, top of the left circle, walking in. Rice, he scores. Ben Rice, a power play goal. Moose Jaws tied it up at 3 with just over a minute to go in the second.
Kind of a breakdown of the blue line there.
Sneak to the net, right side, back hitter, stop, rebound. That one trickled wide. Ty Spencer looking for his first career hat trick. Bedard takes a pass over the Moose Jaw line. Leaves it for Ballas, right boards. Back in front, Bedard. Wrist shot over the net. Off the glass. Man, he's been close so many times. Pilling. Big hit right there by Luke Bateman after the whistle. It's Pilling. Wraps it around the end boards. Calvert back to the right corner. Up top. One-timer stop. 2 big saves by McInnes. Another shot by Howe. Stopped by McInnes. He made 3. Right, up ahead. 2-on-1. Tanner Howe. Ballas. Lakovic over the blue line for Moose Jaw. Drags and shoots. He scores. We're tied up. 4-4. 9:46 to go in this third period. What a shot by Lyndon Lakovic. Corner wide of Barnett. Now over the line, center in front. Ben Rice scores. Ben Rice, second of the game. The former Regina Pack Canadian gives Moose Jaw a 5-4 lead with 7 minutes. Howe, top of the right circle, across Bedard. Waiting, shoots over the net. 5 seconds left. Here's Howe. His shot deflected wide, and this one is over.
The scores were as follows. Atlee Calvert, who was assisted by Lucas Brenton, Josh Hoekstra, who was assisted by Harper Lolisher and Thomas Tien, Ben Reich, who had a power play goal, and he was assisted by Atlee Calvert and Braden Yeager, Lyndon Lakovic, who had an assist from Lucas Brenton and Josh Hoekstra, and then Ben Reich, who had the game-winning goal and his second of the game, with the assist being credited to Tate Schofer and Thomas Tien yet again. Ben Reich got the first start of the game. He had 2 goals scored, and then Atlee Calvert, who had 1 goal and 1 assist, got third star of the game. Now, while their first game was a success and was a winner, the second game, unfortunately, they did fall short. They lost 6-2 against the Regina Pats yet again. This was the home opener for Moose Jaw. Anyway, the players who scored were Nathan Pilling, who had a power play goal. He was assisted by Yeager and Mara Cowell, and then Atlee Calvert, who was assisted by Riley Niven and Yeager again, and then Yeager himself, who got a shorthanded goal at the end of the game. Yeager earned second star of the game with 1 goal and 2 assists, and Nathan Pilling earned third with 1 goal. The Moose Jaw Warriors will be taking on the Prince Albert Raiders on Friday. The Portland Winterhawks, not to be biased or anything, but this is my favorite team, and so this was a great weekend. Go Hawks. Anyways, not biased at all. I don't know what you're talking about. So the first game was against Kamloops. They did win 3-0. Dante Januzzi earned a shutout in his first game, icon, and they ended up just stealing the show.
Very first time this season, the time it takes to kill this penalty, you could have changed your tires. The best service selection at price. Shop Notre Dame Tire, and right away, Clausen scores in front of centering pass, and Portland's on the board on the power play. Just 37 seconds into the man advantage. Gabe Clausen, he's probably the Winterhawks' most lethal player here in the lineup tonight. Pierce, that puck intercepted from Delorme, spins it in front, it's loose, stopped by Ernst right on the doorstep, and it gets stopped. Haven't hit the net much now, a lead pass ahead. O'Brien stepping in, shoots, hit the goalpost. O'Brien tried to go blocker side, he had a free pass, and Yanni on the right wing stops the lays, sends it rink wide, has it in down low in front, great stop by Ernst. Ernst just made a great stop on the doorstep on Kyle Chizowski. Back to the near boards, Kyle Chizowski turns in front, shot, another stop by Ernst, and Ernst will hold on. Ernst keeping this close right now in the Blazer crease. He's looked at 15 shots already. And Thompson from Russell, Manitoba will play it ahead on the right wing from Delorme. That pass, rink wide. Shot coming, and Ernst made the save. It got behind him, but out on the other side of the post. And Blazers after the puck in their Winterhawk zone. Firster comes up with it. The big
6'4" forward, trying to center the puck in front. Giannuzzi the stop. Rebounds Sidorus out of the goal, trying to bank it home. Back in front of the goal. Blazers Levis. His shot stopped by Giannuzzi. Hole. Blazers start to change up front. Here's O'Brien the other way. O'Brien gains. Dropped off the win. The win and shooting. Scores. Just got it over the glove of Ernst. And Portland's doubled their lead to 2-0.
Number 92, Jack O'Brien. Time of the goal, 5:52. Win from O'Brien at 5 minutes 52
And now, crashing into Ernst is Portland's Bevington, and that knocks the net off all the way to the back wall. Ernst, I think, is okay. Bevington getting hard to the crease and forces it ahead. He's pressured. Portland's turned up the pace a little bit here right now. Puck in front, stopped by Ernst, still loose. He's down, he's back up now, and Ernst gets a nice round of applause here from the folks. Gets it back to the blue line, though. Making a move is Harrison Rudick, the 16-year-old, shoots, hit the crossbar. Roland trying to take off, get around Southern. Roland, backhand, sharp angle, backhand. Couldn't get it on goal. Roland still on the puck here. Roland fishes. Michael shot stop. Rebound. Stopped by Giannuzzi. Loose puck. Vinny couldn't find it either. Relocations. Oaken Fortune, Battle in Columbia, and Camosun Crescent Sahali. Sharp angle shot by Sorrell. Stopped awkwardly by Giannuzzi. Blazers control. Sorrell gets it back. Shooting. Stopped again. Rebound. Barrows takes it. A reach out shot. Oh, what a stop by Giannuzzi. Stop Levis, point blank range. Comes back to Clausen, waiting for it. Comes back to Thompson. Down low pass into the middle. Kicked away, rebound, they score. Ernst kicked it right back against the grain, and it's potted home on the rebound. And the Blazers were putting a pretty good push together. But Gabe Clausen will get his second goal of the night, make it 3-0 here with 2:46 to go. As the Blazers can't get one tonight on 24 shots. And Portland comes in and wins it 3-0.
So Gabe Clausen, who first of all name twin, look at him go. He earned the first goal. It was a power play goal and the game-winning goal. He was assisted by Jack O'Brien and Robbie from Delorme. And then Marcus Nguyen had the insurance goal. He was assisted again by O'Brien. And then Gabe Clausen scored yet again twice that game, and he was assisted by Kyle Chazowski and Ryder Thompson. And Clausen, of course, earned first star of the game, and then Dante Giannuzzi deserved to earn the third star because of his incredible shutout. The second game was also a success. I can speak English, I promise. It was a 6-5 overtime win. The Winterhawks, I think I mentioned this earlier when I was talking about Kelowna, but the Winterhawks were trailing. They had, I think at one point it was 5-2 or something, and they ended up coming back and winning 6-5 in overtime. And it was definitely an impressive game, and everybody, no matter what team you were rooting for, were on their seats. Super excited, super tense, all that fun stuff.
I'm Sean here from Ryan and Kravaskovic, and again, Giannuzzi has to come up large. Yeah. Retrieved here by Cagnoni. Cagnoni lane feed. Clausen skates in, a shot. Puck from behind is Clausen, and a penalty shot.
It's going to be a penalty shot.
Gabe Clausen is a left-hand shot. He'll pick up the puck at center. Penalty shot here. Scoreless tie. Clausen left face-off circle. Backhand, he'll score. So Clausen has 3 goals so far this season. Afton should be a high pick in the NHL draft as well. Here's D'Souza, right point. Nice hit! He takes down Chazowski, knocking him down right at the Hawk line. Boy, that's the biggest hit we've seen from a Rocket here tonight. He'll feed off here at close range to a waiting Flamin. Flamin looks for shelter behind the net. Looks out in front. They it's Adam Kidd on the backdoor feed. What a tremendous pass off the blade of Nolan Flamin. Great work by the Rockets, and they've tied the score. And gathered up here at the blue line. Cagnoni looks in. He'll feed out to Southern. Back here for Cagnoni. A shot. Save. Rebounding. No! What a save blocker. A tremendous stop here. Yari kicking and robbing Bazzoni of his first goal in the WHL. On road to right face of circle, lost it. Oh, lead feed left side center. Here comes from Delorme. Breakaway! And he's trying to go between the legs. Up kicking and makes the save. He's going to hang on. Boy, from Delorme on a lead feed. Skated in. Trying to go backhand and back to forehand, but kicking in. Did not bite. And a lead feed for Gabriel Stutz. He can't handle. And now Southern the other way. Lead feed for Clausen. And he'll score. His second of the night. That is his fourth goal in 2 games, and Portland has regained the lead at 2-1. This is on 4-4 play. Either way, the lone goal getter for Kelowna. Now we play 5-on-5. Skates in. Nice move. Backhand. Save. They score! Stutz. Gabriel Stutz shoots and scores, and the Rockets have tied it at 2.
What a great move by Adam Kidd, who undresses the Portland defenseman, gets in, didn't get a great backhander away as he lost the puck, but Stutz was right there, and he got the rebound.
Delayed penalty again coming up here to Kelowna. To the blue line shot from Delorme. In front, no! Right hand save by Kekkonen. Kekkonen in an awkward position. Desperation play. Now far up right in front of the Kelowna Rocket goaltender. Rockets a man advantage for 3. Here's Gabriel Stutz down low. Hooking Kidd in front. Crystal! Let's go! Oh! Hey, I like that play. What a backhand from Andrew Crystal. Power play goal. It's not. It's 5-on-5. Rockets will come alive and lead 3-2. Stutz to the corner. He'll feed off here to Adam Kidd. Absorbs a hit. Feeds a close range for Pacheco. Back for Kidd. Kidd inboard. Backdoor. Shot! They score! Whoop-de-doo, they get 2. It's Andrew Crystal. Center. Moves in, going solo. Can't get a shot away. Got it back on his blade. Cagnoni centering feed. Look out. To the side. They score. Clausen is third of the game. Hat trick marker. This one coming 4-4. It's now 1-goal game. Rockets lead at 4-3. And blocker save made by Januzzi. Now in front, a shot. Let's go! It's in. It's Gabriel Stutz again. He was able to just chip it past the goaltender. Januzzi got a piece, not enough. Power play goal. Rockets lead at 5-3. And knocked away. Pasternak will drive it all the way down. Power play about to come to an end here. And it'll be kicking in the goaltender. Lost it till Ford checking Chizowski. In front, they score! Short-handed goal. Who is it? Oh, yes, again for the 4th time tonight. Their number 1 goal getter, Gabe Clausen, with a shorty. It's a 1-goal game. Rockets lead 5-4. Right wing, Flamin can't clear. O'Brien has the puck on his blade. He'll feed off here. Close range. Left dot Southern. Trying to go on a backdoor play. No shot taken. To the side and score! Shetler. The puck bouncing to him. Portland with 2 quick strikes. It's 5-5.
And still tons of time, 3.5 minutes. But scrambly play here in the Rocket zone. A weak shot from the left point. Hits Price's toe. Bounces off to the right side of the goal, right onto the Portland player's stick, and he puts it into the net.
And one here by Portland. Picked up on right wing. Here they come to center ice. Neumann back in. From Delorme. A shot! And a save by Kekkonen with the blocker. What a save there. Rockets can't clear. Crystal stumbles. One here. Wrister, they score! Shot coming up the blade. Is it Cagnoni? He beats the goaltender, and the Portland Winterhawks will win the game tonight in overtime, 6-5.
So Gabe Clausen, yet again, was the star of the show. He got a penalty shot the first period and did score. He also got the second and third goal, which were both assisted by Carter Southern, and then the second one was also assisted by Lucas Cagnoni. Clausen got his 4th goal, which was a shorthanded goal. He scored 4 goals this game, and that was a shorthanded goal, which was assisted by Kyle Chizowski. And then Luke Shelter got the 5th. He was also assisted by Southern, who had an insane amount of assists, it seems, and Jack O'Brien, who also has a lot of assists. And then Luca Cagnoni got the game-winning goal again in overtime, with Marcus Neumann getting credited for that assist. Gabe Clausen was rightfully named the first star of that game, and then did end up getting awarded the WHL Player of the Week and has been recognized for his amount of points that he's earned. He had 2 goals in the first game, 4 goals in this one, so that's an average of 3 goals per game so far, and I'm no doubt expecting for him to continue that streak. And I am very excited to see what the Winterhawks and what Gabe does. And go Hawks! The Winterhawks will take on the Tri-City Americans this Saturday, August 1st. So make sure you tune in. The Prince Albert Raiders did have an unfortunate opening to start their season. They lost 5-2 in their first game against the Saskatoon Blades. They had only 2 goals that game, which were scored by Trevor Thurston and Terrell Goldsmith, who had a power play goal. The stars were noted as Sloan Stanek, who had 2 assists that game, and also Terrell Goldsmith, who had 1 goal. Then the second game, they were hoping they were going to come back strong, and while they did, and they almost made it, they did end up losing in overtime. It was a 2-1 overtime loss with Hayden Pakala getting the power play goal of that game, and they unfortunately did not come back in overtime and did fall short to the Saskatoon Blades. It was close, but here we are. The Raiders will play against the Winnipeg Ice tomorrow, which is Wednesday, September 28th. Prince George Cougars had both games were super exciting, despite the scores for either one. So the first one was an awesome 5-1 win against the Tri-City Americans, and I'm going to go ahead and show you that highlight reel real quick.
And Tyler Garden, we're ready to go for game 1 of the WHL season, and off we go. Prince George will win the opening faceoff. Back to come, might be a 2-on-1 at the hurry. McAdams with Ephraim McNutt. McAdams to McNutt, he shoots, he scores! Ephraim McNutt gets the first goal of the season for the Cougars. It's 1-0, just over 2 minutes into the game. 2-11. Their first shot. The lineup had a sprained AC joint in his shoulder. He's back and he springs it to Eastman on the right circle. Blake Eastman shoots it off the pad of Sukanik. What a chance. Alan Kovech gets it in neutral ice. He'll backhand it ahead to Wheatcroft. Might be a 2-on-1 at the hurry. Wheatcroft for Riley Height, but he couldn't get the shot away. He got tangled up. There's a penalty coming to the Americans as Riley Height got in the way. The Height will go and get him on the left side, taken away by the Cougars. It might be a 2-on-1. Here's Wheatcroft on the left side. How's Daheniak? Daheniak, he shoots. That's stopped by Sukanik. Demansky tried to go ahead, but it's turned over. Back come the Americans. A backhander is stopped by Mad Malacca off the stick of Drew Freer, but Malacca will make the stop and we'll head to our immediate timeout. Of his own end will race to center. Wheatcroft into the Tri-City zone, makes a nice move to the left circle. Chase Wheatcroft to the goal, and he put it wide. Oh, what a move by Chase Wheatcroft, and the Cougars will be able to take it away, and they kill it off. Singer fresh out of the box, and he's got a breakaway. Riker Singer in on the goal to the backhand. He fanned on it, and it went wide. Comes back in behind the goal. Bouncing pucks collected by the Americans, and the Cougars are going to be able to take it away. Some tired legs after the killed penalty. Left side, Sloan to the left circle. Up top to Dragosevic. Holds and shoots. That's off a stick and into the mesh and out of play. And back comes Becker into the attacking zone. Gets by, check to left circle. He shoots. Where is it? It's loose in front. Cougars trying to whack away. Sukanik can't freeze. And it comes out in front of the goal still. Glover trying to knock it down for Aceman. Ahead to Andre Becker. Becker to the left circle. Finds the Adams. A one-timer. He scores! Carter McAdams from the left circle, and the Cougars double their lead. It's 2-0. Back come the Cougars the other way. McNutt will go ahead up along the right side. McAdams knocks it down in the slot. He shoots again and scores! Lightning strikes for Carter McAdams, his second of the night. Left point, it's broken up by Cohen Zemer. He's going to have a breakaway. Cohen Zemer to the goal, and that went wide. Oh, what a chance to get his own rebound, though. Comes in front for Becker. He put it wide. Zemer a chance. That's blocked. We'll chip it ahead to Caden Glover. Redirects it ahead to Blake Eastman. Eastman left circle. Chips ahead. Andre Becker scores! Great pass from Eastman, and Andre Becker makes no mistake. He scores his first Western Hockey League goal. 4-0 Prince George. Comes now up along the left side to Riley Height. Height in the attacking zone, trying to create space. He does. Goes right side. Thornton's chance. That's stopped by the left side. Now there's a penalty coming up, I think, coming to Singer again.
Kicking out the goaltender.
Held in by the Americans. Comes to Dragosevic. Goes right side. Ernst. Holds, waits and looks. His shot is stopped. Rebound loose at the left side. A chance for Belton. That's stopped by Malacca, and he'll freeze. And now everyone grabs a dance partner up front. Comes back up ahead to Jake Sloan. He'll race the center up along the right wing, 2-on-1 with Ferguson. Sloan shoots, that's not the rebound, scores! Whacked in by Ferguson on the left side, and he makes it a 4-1 game in favor of the Cougars with 13:29 to go. Jake Sloan up the right side. Him and Thornton will collide. He's able to dodge a check and center in front. Great save by Mad Malaka, and he kicked out the right pad and robbed Ernst a great opportunity in the slot. Face off again, won by the Cougars. It comes to Dowhaniak to the throw in front. Zemer, a chance, he scores! There it is. The Cougars connect on the power play. Cohen Zemer scores his first of the year. It's 5-1. Out of his own zone will go along the left side to McAdams. Springs it right side of Caden Brown. Brown gets it, so does Singer. He'll shoot. That's stopped there in front. Another great save again with 1:06 to go in the third. And back comes Zeman, have a breakaway ahead to chip it ahead. Andre Becker shoots. That went wide of the goal. He gets his own rebound and is stopped again by Sukanik. And hometown team tonight will let them take it away.
So the Prince George Cougars did beat the Tri-City Americans 5-1, which is awesome, and we're super proud of them. The goal scorers were Ephraim McNutt, Carter McAdams, who had 2 goals. He had the game-winning goal and the insurance goal. Andre Betcher, and then Cohen Zeimer. The McAdams got the first star, Betcher got the second, and McNutt got the third star. Now, the second game against Tri-City Americans was an unfortunate 8-3 loss. It was still exciting, still fun. However, obviously they did come up quite short, and the Tri-City Americans figured out what went wrong and fixed it. So the scores for that one for the Prince George Cougars were Cohen Zeimer again, and he scored twice, and the second one was on the power play, and then the third one was Riley Height, and Zeimer got the third star of the game. The Cougars will take on the Kelowna Rockets on Friday. So the Red Deer Rebels did take on Edmonton, and as we talked about in the beginning with Edmonton, they did beat them twice in a row. The first one was a 5-2 win over the Edmonton Oil Kings, which I will go ahead and show you the highlight reel for.
Here's a pass in front. Quick shot up by save. Hey, rebound. Oh, Colby Hay, what a save as he sprawls out with the right leg and takes away a sure goal from the Rebels. Picked up here, right wing side. Out to the blue line, Peters, left wing side, McKenzie in left circle, pass in front, typical save, rebound, they score! Goal, Miller strikes, and it's 1-0 Edmonton. Back to the blue line, Tanner Brown with it. Brown, left wing side for Mayo, back to Brown. He'll let the one-timer fly, up high, save, hey, rebound, loose, and they score. As that one pinballed off a Rebel in front and maybe off an Oil King defender as well. But it's a power play goal for Red Deer with 21 seconds left in the first period to tie the game at 1. Picked up by Brown. He'll give off for Larson. Back up high. Brown faked the shot. Gives it to Mayo. Steps left circle. Let's a rich shot. Go. He scores. Tons of pressure in the Edmonton zone by the Red Deer power play. And Hunter Mayo through a screen makes it 2-1 Rebels. It's been a pretty good debut for him, but boy, I'm sure he's thinking, I wish I could have cashed in on that last one. Right wing side, here's Brigley, pass in front, tip, they score. Crashing hard to the net is Carter Anderson, and he's able to stuff it home, and the Rebels increase their lead late in this second period. It's a bouncing puck along the right wing boards, came back to him, hopped over his stick, but he'll track it in the right wing corner. As he'll leave it for Josephson, back to the line. Mayo, a shot, he scores. Howitzer from the point from Hunter Mayo. Not sure if it was deflected, but looks like it's going to be his second of the period, and all of a sudden it's 4-1 Red Deer. It's a bouncing puck along the right wing boards, came back to him, hopped over his stick, but he'll track it in the right wing corner. As he'll leave it for Josephson, back to the line. Mayo, a shot, he scores. Howitzer from the point from Hunter Mayo. Not sure if it was deflected, but looks like it's going to be his second of the period, and all of a sudden it's 4-1 Red Deer. So now they'll bring it away. Lead feed will find Kalen Lind. He'll toss the left side for Larson. Heads up. He's creamed to the ice by Carter Kowalik.
Now he's got 4 years under his belt with this Oil Kings team. It should be a smoother transition.
As a rebound, they score. Mason Finley on the doorstep, and the Edmonton Oil Kings within 2. Comes to Formanek. He'll chip it to center ice. And now Carter Anderson, left side for Josephson, back in front. In behind the defense. Anderson with a shot and a save by Hay. Rebounds underneath him, and he'll get the whistle as Colby Hay again. We see him stretch out. 20 seconds left to go in this hockey game. Puck out to center ice. Ethan Peters. He'll get jolted to the boards, and now here comes Jet Larson. He'll try for the empty net, and he puts it home. And it's 5-2 Red Deer with 14 seconds left in the hockey.
First for that game were Jet Larson, who had a power play goal. He was assisted by Tanner Brown and Hunter Mayo. Hunter Mayo had a power play goal as well. He was assisted by Tanner Brown and Jet Larson, which the same three people. It's cool. Carter Anderson had the game-winning goal. It was assisted by Talon Brickley and Tanner Brown. And Hunter Mayo had his second goal of the game, which was an insurance goal. He was assisted by Ollie Josephson and Talon Brickley. And then Jet Larson did end up getting his empty net goal at the end of the game. Hunter Mayo did end up earning first for that game. Now, the second game was also an exciting win. It was Edmonton versus Red Deer yet again. And they did end up winning 5-3 this time. And I'm going to go ahead and roll the clip for you.
Near left side, Hunter Mayo takes a look, top of the left circle, shot, scores! Hunter Mayo, his third goal of the season. It's an early power play goal, Rebels up 1-0. Mason Finley turns it over to Cayuches, tried to slide it ahead to Jace Isley. He makes one-man miss up the right wing side. Isley down low, and Formatic scores! Frantisek Formatic tips it home, and with 13:32 left in the first period, the Rebels are up 2-0. Jason Watney slides the puck ahead to Shea Van Olm. Sharp angle, pass into the slot, tap in there for Sabo, but he couldn't find the puck. Sharp angle shot, and they score. Edmonton Oil Kings pick up the loose puck with Stoser out of position, and it's Shea Van Olm getting the Oil Kings on the board. Rebels lead cut to 2-1. From Dohaniuk, goes through the crease area. Peters holds it in at the right point, pass into the high slot. Dohaniuk scores! Logan Dohaniuk left all alone back door. No chance for Rhett Stoser there. And the Edmonton Oil Kings have come back to tie this game at 2. Martinsville, Saskatchewan, over to Brown, over to Armstrong. 2-on-1 for Red Deer. Armstrong loses it for a moment, still has it in the slot, taken off it. Josephson gets it back and rebound, scores! Jet Larson follows up on the play, fires that puck into an open net. And a minute and 58 into period 2, Rebels restore their lead, 3-2. And the Oil Kings clear it out of harm's way. Rhett Melnick into the high slot, shot, scores! Rhett Melnick with a snapshot, beats Stoser high glove side, and late in this second period, this game's tied at 3. Larson tries to chip it ahead to Armstrong into Edmonton territory. Down the left wing side, tries to get around Dohaniuk. Couldn't quite elude him with the toe drag. Both players go to the ice in that exchange. Isley steals the puck into the slot. Uchez scores! Uchez one-times that puck home into the open net. And with 4:47 left in the third period, Rebels are up 4-3. Blocker save made by Stoser. Rebound right wing. Anderson's out of the penalty box. He's got the puck. Gets across center ice. Scores! Carter Anderson out of the penalty box. Slides the puck into the open cage. And with 48.3 seconds to go in the third period, Rebels up by a pair. Shot gets blocked. And the Red Deer Rebels start the regular season by sweeping the home-and-home series versus their arch-rival Edmonton Oil Kings. The final horn goes. Your final score tonight from the PV Mart Centrium. Red Deer Rebels 5.
The Red Deer Rebels did end up winning that 5-3 game. It was their home opener, and they did snatch it. So that's great. Yeah. Okay, so Hunter Mayo did go ahead and score the first goal. It was the power play goal of the game. And Frantisek Formatic, Jet Larson, Kyle Uchez, which was the game-winning goal, and also Carter Anderson, who had the empty net, and it was an insurance goal. Now, Jace Isley he was a forward, he had 2 assists, he is a forward, and he had 2 assists, and he got first star, and the third star of the game was Jet Larson, who had 1 goal and 1 assist. The Rebels will take on the Regina Pats on Saturday. The Regina Pats had an awesome weekend. However, they did lose that first game. It was against Moose Jaw. It was a 5-4 loss. And when we talked about it in Moose Jaw, I did mention that they were holding the lead for a second, but then they ended up succumbing to Moose Jaw. They had the goal scorers as follows. It was Cole Dubinsky, Ty Spencer, who scored twice, and also Boria Valis. And Ty Spencer did get the second star of the game. Now, the second game, super awesome, super great. They did end up going ahead and winning this game. It was a 6-3 win over the Moose Jaw Warriors. And I'll go ahead and roll that clip for you, and then we'll dive into it.
Is alive. The middle, it's off the back of Niven. Rolls back to Calvert, looking for a shot. Moves it on the left wing. Pilling, inside circle, gets the shot! Scores! Top shelf blocker side, Nathan Pilling gets the Warriors on the board.
Yeah, nice dish outside by Braden Yager. Yager goes to the far post, and I thought they were going to slide it back to him. The goaltender obviously thought so too. He moved off the post. Pilling with his head up. He goes blocker side shelf.
And Reich has the lane to the net. Fights off an attacker and snaps it off the post. In the battle in the near left corner. Looks for Yager. That shot partially blocked. Rolling in front. Niven's reaching, but the save is made. Rebounds loose. They score! Never quitting on the play. Riley Niven had the first chance on the right side of the Regina net, but Atlee Calvert on the rebound. Let's just dig it away. He'll not get his second of the weekend.
Yeah, he just wouldn't be denied, but all set up by great effort.
Assist to number 18, Riley Niven, and to number 29, Braden Yager. Time of the goal, 11:26.
As we get the call, the Regina Pats top line of Vallis, Howe, and Bedard pressure, and it's Boria Vallis that puts life into the Pats' legs. Toe dragging a shot into the chest of Jackson. Down pretty hard, and the Pats at the blue line lost control. Braden Yager comes up shorthanded, right wing. Yager shot! Scores! Yager bomb! Short-handed Braden Yager! 3-1 Warriors lead.
Oh, he just would not be denied. Strips the Pats of the puck, goes across the ice to get it himself, and then streaks in and rips it.
On two, Lawlicker on the far left. Inside circle, looks to the right wing for Hughes, and then he'll throw a shot through the crease and wide. Trying to come up the ice. Bedard's pass a little too far. Then, the return pass to Bedard. He got a piece of it and then put it off the post. On the breakaway, Lakovic in on Sims. Stopped. Corbin Vaughn with corner Vallis. Up to Berg. He scores. Parker Berg finishes off a nice passing play for the Pats as they'll pull back to within one.
Nice puck movement there, down low, up high. Berg gets it in the slot. Just a real quick wrist shot. Lots of traffic in front.
To the middle of the ice, drive of the net. Stopped by Jackson Unger. 5, Bedard steals. 1-on-1 against Wilson. Bedard in, scores. And then Bedard a slash on Wilson after getting the goal. So Connor Bedard with the equalizer. It'll come even strength there, Klutz, and we're tied at 3. Poked off his stick, and Bedard is the first one on it. Bedard races to the net and scores. Connor Bedard shorthanded, his second of the game, and the Pats take their first lead of the contest.
Yeah, too long a shifts, James. Warriors caught tired.
Chipped up the glass in the Moose Jaw zone to the neutral territory. Cosmo. Ben Reich trying to gather some speed. Reich across the Pat line. Looks left circle shot. All right. Takes the shot, save made, rebound. Tian wrapped up. Still gets a shot away spinning. Stopped by Sim. Bedard. Far left. Dubinsky. Nice body check. Gets it free. Gets the shot, save made. Puck is batted in. They score. Knocked out of the air by the Regina Pats. It'll sneak past Jackson Unger. And the Pats extend their lead.
I thought originally it was hit by a high stick, but the referee says no, and as it came down, it found its way in behind Jackson Unger.
And up the ice. It's off the stick, but Easton Armstrong will find it. Still with it as he protects that puck. At the blue line, Calvert, wrist shot. Glove save made by Sim. Dart skating up the ice, looking at the empty net. Scores. And that will seal the victory for the Regina Pats on Bedard's hat-trick goal. Some Pat fans throwing their hats on the ice as the Regina Pats on the strength of 3 second period goals will pick up their first win of the season. Road team wins them both
as you heard there, Connor Bedard did get a hat trick that game, and so that is super awesome. Definitely a name that has been in much conversation recently and throughout the past season, and it's definitely going to be a topic of major conversation coming up with the NHL draft in 2023. Now, the players who scored are as follows: Borja Valis, Connor Bedard was on that assist. Parker Burge, who had the assists from Borja Valis and Corbin Vaughn. And then Connor Bedard had 2 goals there. The first one was unassisted. The second one was shorthanded and the game-winning goal. And Leighton Feist assisted him there. Easton Armstrong had the insurance goal. He was assisted by Dubinsky. And then Connor Bedard got his 3rd goal, netting that hat trick when he was assisted by Burge and Tanner Howe. Now, he earned first star of the game after getting his hat trick as well as 1 assist. So he was a 4-point game for Bedard. And then for the Regina Pats, they will be taking on the Oil Kings this coming Thursday.